What's the ciao IBL fans, JosephGames here. Welcome to week 3 recaps, and of course I am not alone.
What is poppin' fam? Spanik here.
Week 3 saw some interesting matchups, and of course also teams are making great transactions to help themselves build a better team that works together a hell of a lot more, and we're interested to see how well it works, really.
It's week 3. By the time week 3 rolls around, coaches are starting to get used to their teams. They decide whether they should make some transactions or not to improve, limit weaknesses that their drafts face.
So
let's see how they responded to the way their teams have been performing lately.
yeah, let's get on with the first game. The Kansas City Nidokings took on the New York Metagross, and this was quite an interesting battle, I must admit. Anyway, so New York brought with them Donphan, Mega Venusaur, Hooper and Bound, Ambipom, Klefki, and Nihilego, whilst Kansas City brought with them Suicune, Skarmory, Doduo, Stunktank, Nidoking, and Sock. Now, first thing I want to mention there is Doduo. It's a very, very interesting pick there. I'm not sure about Doduo. It's one of those. It's a very cheap flying type.
It is, but especially with the Gen 7 move tutors, it got some decent moves. Like now it gets Blaze Kick and things like that. That really help it out.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad either. That guy's base 110 speed, so it's actually pretty fast. Normal flying type, gets good stabs. It gets Brave Bird as well. Somehow it can fly with no wings, but it has cartoon logic.
Maybe maybe it uses the other two heads as like a sort of a helicopter blade.
Could see that.
Anyway, so let's get on with this battle. So Ambipom was really useful in this battle, starting with early turn taunts, stopping things like Stealth Rocks and later on Roost from going down, which is really good. I really like Ambipom, and to use taunts is a very good idea on Ambipom.
Absolutely, to the top. Ambipom to the top.
Damn right. Also, I would like also mention there was a Crocoon set on the Suicune, but Crocoon doesn't do a darn thing to physically defensive Venusaur.
Venusaur in general. Power Whip was such good prep on Ultra's end. Especially because you expected the Combine Suicune to come, and because Power Whip 2 KO'd Dev Venusaur anyway, because Mega Venusaur actually doesn't have that bad physical attack stat. I think it's like base 120.
Yeah, it's an all-rounder. Venusaur, it can be built as special, built as physical. It can do everything. That's why I like Venusaur. It is the Great Wall.
Offensive too. It has decent offensive stats with base 80 speed. That's the same speed as Mamoswine.
And of course, we also saw Nihilego do amazing work again. Nihilego is so good at doing its work. I'm kind of actually growing on Nihilego at this moment in time.
Well, this paired with seeing it do a lot of work as a late game cleaner here, and Chimpact using it in the GBA, it's really making me want to try Nihilego again in League format. I used it once before, and it didn't really do much, but I see it having a lot of potential as a very good late game cleaner.
And also, this was a great way to. This was just a great team from the Metagross. They bought Hooper Unbound, but they never even had to bring it out in order to actually get the win here.
I just love that when you play that you bring your biggest threat, and it doesn't even have to touch the field to win.
So very good 2-0 win for the Metagross, and let's get on to our next one.
We have the New York Cosmogs against the Memphis Bewares. In Landorus T, Victini, Lickilicky, Weezing, Noivern, and Decidueye. And the Bewares are packing Druddigon, Gliscor, Lucario, Musharna, Greninja, and the Mega Camel. And just by looking at the score, I could see that Phantom really adjusted nice to blowing up that entire team.
Oh yeah, he's done amazing work. I want to mention, I don't know if this was actually the case, but I'm guessing that's choice specs on that Noivern.
They got 4 kills, and Noivern doesn't even have that. I think Noivern has like base 80 attack, but it just has high damage. It's like Swellow in a way. It's fast, has a low special attack set, but has really high base power stab moves. Well, then again, Boom Burst isn't stab, but it has really high base power moves like Draco and Boom Burst and things like that. That kind of make up for the lack of special attack. You just slap specs on it, it's gonna do damage.
Damn right. This set made me actually start wanting to actually use Noivern. I'm actually now using a Noivern in another league because of sets like this week.
But yeah, there you go. Noivern's kind of just the very, very last-ditch effort dragon. Like, you realize you need a dragon, and there's really none left, so you just pick up Noivern.
We do. I also want to mention Victini killing off killing Mega Camerupt really nicely. It was a hidden power. Not sure which one it is. I'm gonna say hidden power ground, but could have been hidden power rock. Could have been hidden power water. Could have been anything really.
It couldn't have been rock because it couldn't have been rock because rock is only neutral on Mega Camel.
Okay, but it still was a very powerful Victini, and I really like Victini. So yes, this is a really good team and a good 4-0 there too. So
really, really, really nice for Phantom. He really needs to dig out of that hole that Top kind of put him in. So getting a nice 4-0 here really could help that out.
Yep, does make the Cosmogs sort of on the way to bounce back. They need a couple more wins here, and it's still early, so they can still. The season's not over for them yet.
4-0 really does help put some momentum in his favor.
And let's get on to our next game. So, here we go. The Lawrence Talonflames took on the Montreal Milotex. And the Milotex brought with them Excadrill, Tyranitar, Florges, Mega Emperos, Porygon Z, and Miss Magnius, whilst the Lawrence Talonflames brought with themselves Mega Gyarados, Gorgus Super, Emboar, Latios, Rhydon, and a load of trash in Garbodor.
That mon is not trash, okay? It's actually quite good. I like it.
But it's trash. It's literally what it is.
It is literally trash, but it's not trash. I actually quite like using it as a bulky poison type.
Okay.
It's always my wheezing backup.
Yeah. So, Toxic Spikes were bought on Garbodor, which really actually helped out here. We also saw Miss Magnius live a crunch on 12 live a crunch on 12 HP thanks to the Darkberry, which I cannot remember the actual official name of, so I'm just going to call it Darkberry.
Colbur.
Okay, Colberberry, thank you. We also saw Miss Magnius get off quite a few interesting kills. Mega Ampharos came in with a few kills really nicely, and also, I do want to admit that Garbodor did get a kill later on, but it was thanks to the Toxic Spikes, not really its own doing. But also, Ghostyism Z on the Excadrill. Amazing to see it happen, and honestly, that was a great way to take down Mega Latios.
Honestly, when watching this game, I knew right away that Excadrill was Ghostyism Z. Because look at Lawrence's answers. Gorgai's Super and potentially Latios could take a hit if he's not Mold Breaker. But I right away knew Ghostyism Z was coming. I've seen that brought on so many when Gorgai's is the only answer to drill. I've seen that brought many times. I brought it myself actually.
And of course that was a 3-0 for the Montreal Milotex. The Montreal Milotex are one of the actual couple of undefeated teams so far. There actually are quite a few undefeated teams still 3 weeks in, which is really cool to see. And could they go 12? Could they go all the way through the regular season and not taste defeat?
Could keep that playoff streak alive.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on to the next one.
And we got the Marlboro Mudsdales, the Commish, up against the Buffalo Drills. And the Mudsdales pack in Zygarde 50%, Passimian, Cryogonal, Girl, Lycanroc Dusk, and Vaporeon. While the Buffalo Drills are packing Rotom Spook, Shaman, Tyrantrum, the Pink Death Clefable, and Swellow. See Brendan losing another heartbreaker. Oh my god, this man.
Oh yeah, this one I honestly thought it started off really, really bad, and it started to come back. It started to have something, but it just I felt for him at the end of this one.
I'm not sure if Stone Edge would have killed the Clefable at full, because I am pretty certain that was Max Fizz-Death Clefable. It made so much sense against his team. But I'm not even sure Stone Edge would have killed, but the miss was just a kick in the balls, I just want to say. It was just a kick in the balls.
Oh yeah, it was a kick in the balls. Also, I do like seeing Lycanroc Z. I really do like seeing Lycanroc Z. It is a new move for this generation, and I really like seeing Lycanroc Z.
Can I just say something? That Lycanroc Dusk is the freaking GOAT on this team so far.
Oh,
it
yeah.
has single-handedly brought Brendan back in 2 straight games. Yeah, he's lost both of them, one due to hacks and this one due to, hacks. But at the same time, it brought momentum to his team many, many times, and I really, really like it on this team.
Nice. Lycanroc is just so... Well, it is the MVP here, and it is going to continue to be the MVP for the entire season for the Mudsdales. Really, keep bringing that mon every week, Brendan.
Bring it. It's really keeping you in games. You could have easily been 3-0 right now if it wasn't for the Hacks Gods kicking you in the balls. Very well be 3-0.
And that was a 1-0, very, very close in the end, but sadly Lycanroc Dusk cannot carry the entire team on its back. But let's get on to...
Choked when it mattered most.
Yeah, let's get on to... Well, let's get on to another Lycanroc who can carry the entire team on its back. Let's get on to Darude. Of course, that's what I mean by the Aberdeen Azels taking on the Portrait Herdiers, and the Aberdeen Azels bought with them Milk Tanks, Pylosand, Sneasel, Mega Caesar, of course, Lycanroc Day, and Tentacruel. Whereas the Portrait Herdiers bought with them Mega Kangaskhan, Scolipede, Latias, sorry, I get it's mixed up between them two, Steelix, Rotom Heat, and Blastoise. So in this match we saw really interesting sets. Milk Tank was really useful with the heal bells and of course milk drinks to stop any kind of status ailments really, really quickly from happening, and really good at doing them. Also, I want to admit, Rocky Helmet Milk Tank, amazing here. Actually got a kill thanks to recall from the Rocky Helmet onto Steelix.
Yeah, absolutely. Rocky Helmet Milk Tank's such a nice bring this week, especially with that Mega Kangaskhan lurking, because it takes 2 rounds of Rocky Helmet with the Paternal Bond. That is part of the reason I think Mega Kangaskhan should be allowed in League format. You just slap Rocky Helmet on something, boom, there's your answer.
Damn right. Also, really good sweeper in Lycanroc Day. Lycanroc Day bought amazing moves this time out with Crunch killing off Rotom Heat. Also, Lyconian Z killing off the Scolipede. And that's how Lyconium Z working in the right way. Of course, Crunch also destroyed three other Pokemon as well.
Both Lycanrocs, Day and Dusk, really put in some work this week.
Damn right. It's a shame no one drafted Night.
Bad. So I know Nogar Stone Edge is awesome, but it's not fast. So, and doesn't get Excel Rock.
Okay, so that was a 3-0 for the Aberdeen Azelfs, another team on an undefeated streak at this moment in time. Let's see if people can keep this going. We got the Azelfs, we got the Molotex. I think, do we have another team that's No, I don't think we have another team that's got is 3-0 so far, but that's 2 at the moment in time, so that's good.
Gross might be 3-0. The Metagross might be 3-0.
Oh yeah, Metagross might be 3-0 as well. So we got a few teams on 3-0 at this moment in time. Let's see if any of them can keep it.
So they're also 3-0.
And let's get on to the next one.
Got the Houston Hardens taking on the Chicago Cubchews. Shoutouts to James Harden. Pack in Celesteela, Mega Gallade, Arcanine, Vikavolt, Credilli, and Guja. While the Chicago Cubchews pack with the Manaphy, Braviary, Mega Lopunny, Metagross, and the Rotom washing machine. This into perspective, Sub bulk up Braviary, bringing this game back. Really that was a really nice bring there, because looking at the Hardens team, once Arcanine went down, really hard to stop a Sub bulk up Braviary.
Damn right. It was so interesting. Bravery is such a really good mon. It's a very interesting mon. Not a lot of people pick it up. It is quite a very good physical attacker. Brave Bird on Bravery is absolutely amazing as well. And it just really swept it. It just destroyed of anything that could get in its way rather nicely. And the team did go down. The team did go down rather early, but the Cubchews brought it back, and of course they really deserved this win.
Yeah, they did. The Cubchews really did deserve this. Really deserve this win. I thought it was over once Lope went down. To be honest, I thought Celesteela kind of just had Celesteela plus Galley kind of had this game won, but then he whips out the sub bulk up Braviary.
I do want to admit I did feel for the high jump kick miss. I always feel high jump kick misses, especially when they kill.
Yeah, I knew it went down the hacks, but I didn't remember which hacks it was. Yeah, it was a high jump miss. The number one killer of low punnies worldwide.
Number one killer of anyone who relies on high jump kick. Really, T-Serena, low punny, anyone who relies on high jump kick, it's always there just in case. You got to worry.
Mimikyu, the two biggest Mega Lopunny killers of all time.
Yep. But a good 2-0, bringing it back there for the Cubchews, and Cubchews really needed that. Hardens need a win here. We've been talking about undefeated streaks. This is a winless streak, and it needs to stop really soon.
Man, don't beat James Harden come playoff time already. It's not even playoffs yet, and you're already choking. Hey, come on, man, just pull a win.
And let's get on to the next one. The Las Vegas Grenaders versus the Seattle Seesaws, and this one was really cool. The Las Vegas Gladiators brought with them Infernape, Garchomp, Primarina, Mega Absol, Golbat, and Mesprit, whilst the Seattle Seesaws brought with them Bruxish, Mew, Mamoswine, Salazzle, Jellicent, and Lurantis. So, this match was honestly a really interesting a really interesting match, and the Galaders really needed this win here to stop themselves from going 0-3 as well. But I do want to admit, Mega Absol coming through with amazing kills. Mega Absol doesn't even need to set up to do the work. That's just how good it is.
Up against Ghost, that's food for that mom.
And of course, also, I do want to say something here. Why sack the Mew?
I don't understand. I didn't understand that play either.
He could have sacked Bruxish, and he could have had U-turn on the Mew, which would have done some serious. I don't know if it would have killed, but it would have done some serious damage to Mega Absol. I mean, you got to have packed something for Mega Absol, and I thought Mew would be more likely to be the one who would have packed something for Mega Absol.
I know. I'm just looking at the team matchup here, and just based on what each coach brought, Absol kind of just had a field day.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Lurantis, but I just don't see it really.
Doesn't have anything that could switch into Absol effectively, except maybe like a slap of Cobra Berry on Jellicent, Mew, or Bruxish. Probably Mew or Jellicent more likely, because Bruxish is frail as hell. I see why Absol got 4 kills. It just Seattle Scissors had nothing for it.
Yeah, I mean, even the Jellicent. I mean, I found out towards the end of that Jellicent died to knockoff, and it was a Rindo Berry on the Jellicent.
Well, I'm not really too keen on the full team. That's probably for an Energy Ball Primarina, I would think, just based on what I see here. Like, I don't know the full teams off the top of my head, so I'm assuming I was for Energy Ball Primarina.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know movesets here, but I mean, I've watched the matches. So I've watched some of the matches. Of course, Spin Attack's also watched some of the matches as well. So we're just going off what we can guess, really. But I did see a Rindo Berry there, and I think it was
exact sets they brought. We don't know the exact sets they brought. We're just going off what we saw during the games.
Yep. This was a great 5-0 for NoivernNation to bring it back. So Las Vegas Galaders, amazing work, good work, bringing it back. Keep the train running and don't fall into the holes again.
5-0 win. When you always nice to get 5-0 win when it's your first win of the season. That could bring a lot of momentum to a team.
Yeah, and it could also bring a lot of momentum back, which is something really needed for the Grenaders. Anyway, so let's get on to our... I think is this the final game we're going to here? I think it is, actually.
Oh yeah, I think there's one more.
Oh, okay. Let's get on to the next one then.
Miami Infernapes taking on the Minnesota Monfernos. This one came in a little late, that's why. All right. So, the Mega Pidgeot, the Infernapes pack in Mega Burb, Cresselia, Heracross, Moltres, Savali, and Kyurem Black. Those packed Nidoqueen, Frostlass, Jirachi, Zapdos, Kecleon, and Mega Toys. Only one who picked FlameHorizon and Pick'ems, though. Still can't believe I was the only one who did that.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought the Infernapes had the better team here. That's why I picked them in Pick'ems, but this was quite an interesting match.
I can see why the Infernapes are picked, but I trusted my boy Flame. And it paid off here. Because never doubt a Jirachi. Never doubt Jirachi. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, never doubt Jirachi. I do admit, Ice Soul Valley was an interesting bring. I guess it was to stop Zapdos really, but Zapdos
don't really like Ice Valley for one reason. There's a Jirachi right there.
Yeah. And we've seen him...
Don't understand. Like, I see Moltres, but Rachi gets Ancient Power.
Yeah.
So Moltres is not the counter.
No. I mean, we've also seen on in previous weeks that Jirachi being brought as physical. It wasn't brought as physical. I don't know if it was brought as physical this week because I saw it for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I've seen mixed Rachis do very well. So he could have brought mixed. I'm just going. I actually, I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch this game, but I'm just going off what because yeah, I came in late. So I'm just going off what I'm just going off team composition. I could see if he brought like a mixed Jirachi power for the multi, because Jirachi based on 100 all around, mixed with a good move pool on both sides, mixed set could be common here.
I do want to. One thing I do want to admit, Destiny Bond. Oh yeah, Destiny Bond was. I felt for the Kieran Black when I saw Destiny Bond on the Frostlass. It's just like Destiny Bond is just, you don't want to attack when you see Destiny Bond, and you think to yourself, because you don't see your opponents do the move before you do your move, and you pick your move, sorry, but you just hope that it's not going to go through, but it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, I've fallen for the Destiny Bond trick. Mega Bayonet got Destiny Bond, and who uses a Mega Bayonet? This man drafted it. I forgot it got Destiny Bond, and it cost me my Greninja. Protean Greninja, I may add.
I mean, I've tried to use Destiny Bond sets before. I've drafted Wobbuffet before.
Kind of disgusting, just with Shadow Tag, and you just click counter or mirror code every time.
Yeah. Or Destiny Bond, and I'm literally like doing like live battles, screaming at the opponent, "Kill me, because I'll take you down with me."
Right, is with Destiny Bond.
Also,
try to get rid of a threat.
Yeah. Also, one thing, I do want to admit, Jirachi was a great bring this week, but I just don't understand the Psycheism C with 4 HP on the Moltres. Anything would have killed it. You didn't have the Psycheism C.
Maybe he predicted a switch.
There's nothing left. He had that was it. Moltres versus Jirachi. And then
he did that to flex then. He was flexing with that then. He's...
I just don't know. Yeah. Psycheism C on the Moltres with 4 HP. There was no need for that, but honestly, why not, hey?
I'm flexing on him.
Yeah. 1-0 for the Monfernos, and a really good win to drown out. Is that all the battles? I think that's all the battles. So that drowns out the week really nicely. So, of course, if you did enjoy this week's recaps, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go and check out all the other coaches as well, and subscribe here as well.
To all the coaches, sub to us. Our channels are also in the description. And lastly, my Mon of the Week's got to go to Lycanroc Dusk. Kept Brendan in the game, and once again losing to hacks.
Yeah, really good Mon. I think mine would have to go to Mega Absol of the Galaders, bringing it back for them, and of course doing the damage, and there's just nothing was stopping that thing.
Destroying everything in its path. This is what happens when you don't bring switch-ins to it.
Anyway, so that is the end of this week. We will be back next week, and I do not want to talk about next week's battles because a few of them have come in, and
Jesus. Yeah.
Anyway, until next time, I'm JosephGames.
And Spanic out. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
Goodbye.